So the first thing I want to point out is that there was this original design, which I wanted to pretty much do as close as a 1-for-1 of the back of the card as possible, but the amount of fine detail for the text, standard FDMs just really can't handle it well on normal settings, and this wasn't really doing much, and it wasn't worth trying to do the deck master there. So this is the high fidelity design version, and this is what I'm calling the reorganized version, where it's got pretty much the same essence, but things are reorganized to be a bit more sane on the details. So there's going to be 3 different versions that are printed, and they mostly have to do with the size of these racks, and the box will be resized to fit the rack. The tight one's not really recommended, but it's left there as an option. Normally this would be an alright option, but just because of how 3D printing works, you're going to have the layer lines are going to create a serrated surface, and that's going to grind on the cards. The looser one's a little better in that there's more space for it to not grind, but you still have this serration problem. And then this one is for protected card sleeves, which may do something with the sleeves, but those are sleeves, right? They're there to protect the cards. So first thing to do is to check where the dot is. That's going to be facing outwards, and about 120 cards fits comfortably in there without sleeves. Stick that in. Remember the dotted side outwards. And then these card sleeves, which are about, let's go up 67 millimeters by 94. I don't know the exact dimensions, but around that size. So with a single card in, with just a little bit of wiggle room, but that's whatever. And the blend files are there, so it can be resized pretty easily. All right, so a quick tour of the blend file here. It has this notes text here, and then it also has a script here, which in general don't run scripts if you don't trust them, including this one. Nothing, I won't take it personally. But if you do run this, that'll add this custom panel here with some controls. Disable modifiers gets rid of all the boolean stuff, the logos. Restore will put it back, and if not everything's on, then enable modifiers will enable everything. There are 2 animation frames here between the high fidelity and the reorg. But in order to turn things on and off specifically, because some things aren't on for the reorg, there is this one will just make a plain here, this one will go for the high fidelity, and the deep is how deep the design is cut into it. There used to also be a shallow version, but for now it's all deep cuts. So there's the hi-fi and here's the reorg. Okay, some export options, and then some control options here. So these options here are if you want to change the dimensions of this box. So to make sure that everything runs smoothly, let's turn off all modifiers here. So the deck height here in centimeters will change how low this box goes, including the card rack. The logo depth, let's turn on something like this. So now we see that it's going so low into the box that it's actually cutting through the lid. So there's not too much wiggle room with this value. So from the tight design, which is 0 and 0 for these radial tolerances, if you want to add extra padding on the left and the right or the top or the bottom of the box up to a centimeter, then these are millimeter values. So this will increase the diameter, or it will increase the width by 2 centimeters here, 1 centimeter on each side of the left and the right, the width. We'll skip that, and the rack corner tightness is a value of 1. We'll pull it into this corner spot here for all the 4 corners, and that's used for the sleeved design.